Get your ticket to ride. TheEntertainmentTicket.com. Your entertainment correspondent is the one and only Al McGee, and he brings you all the movie reviews.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. 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 We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. YETicket.com. YETicket.com.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket at www.yeticket.com. I'm here with Jeff Mayweather. He's a trainer now, and he's training MMA fighters, UFC fighters, and that's why he's here in my home state, Florida. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good, brother. So who you training while you're here in Florida?
Training King Mo.
Tell us about him.
Well, I mean, Mo's he's one of the top guys in Bellator, and he's going to be fighting in a major fight on September 19th in San Jose, California. It's a 4-man tournament, and the winner, of course, eventually fights for the world title, and then.
What weight class is that?
Light heavyweight.
Wow.
And of course then. After that, then there's even another bigger tournament in Japan. So winning this tournament is major.
Wow, that sounds very important for him to win. Now, how did you get into training Bellator fighters, MMA fighters?
Well, I got a call from Percy Crawford of Fight Hype. Him and Mo was real good friends. And actually, Mo was actually trained by Floyd Sr. at one point in time. But Floyd is more flamboyant than me. So.
Yeah, that's your brother,
right?
Older brother.
Yes, but he's more flamboyant, and it's more like, with Floyd, it's more about him sometimes than it is the fighter, And Mo kind of got caught in that balance because, it was like, Mo's always been, a huge star in what he does, but he was being overshadowed. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that. And it wasn't. I don't think that was really the problem. I just think that and then Floyd has a tendency to be late. He's notorious for being late. I mean, he that's part of his history. What I mean, his fighters, he'll say, well, be there at such and such time, and then he may be there an hour later or even two. And so, and then Mo just kind of got, he kind of got disappointed with Floyd. So he Percy reached out to me.
Now, I don't know your history that much, your background. You come from a fighting family. Both your brothers have been fighters, and your other brother been a champion fighter. And right now, your nephew, Mayweather Jr., he's the best champion right now on the planet. Were you a fighter at one time?
Yeah, I was a fighter. I fought for 10 years. I won a minor world title, so I did okay as a fighter as well. But boxing was never, boxing was, was something that I just kind of walked into.
Because your brothers were in it?
Yeah, mainly because of Roger. Because we were very close in age, and we used to hang out and do a lot of stuff together. I never really liked boxing at all, but he just told me because I followed him so much and I followed him everywhere he went. Mm-hmm. And so
that big brother syndrome, he was your big brother, you're going to follow him too, right?
No, exactly. And so that's what happened. Eventually I kept going to the gym because that's what he was doing. And he said, well, if you're going to be coming to the gym all the time, you need to learn how to fight. And so then I decided I'll go ahead and try boxing too. I mean, it's one of those things that, I mean, most things that I do, I can do, pretty well. If I focus on it, and work hard at it, I'll do well. But like I said, boxing was never really my first choice of what I really wanted to do. I think that I wanted to play basketball, but the reality of it is that I'm 5'8".
Well, there's still been some 5'8" basketball players did very well.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's been some 5'8" guys, but not no 5'8". I mean, at the time when I was in high school, I was probably like 130 pounds. So I ain't gonna be in no NBA at no 5'8", 130 pounds.
You never know. Where'd you grow up in Grand Rapids?
Yeah, I grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the reality hit, and so then I decided that I'd try a sport and where it's fair. I mean, my size and my weight. I would be challenging somebody. My equal, at least in weight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I can dig that, man. So that wasn't your first thing. So you wanted to be a basketball player, but after that, after fighting, you became a trainer?
Yeah. After I retired, I became a trainer. The first guy I trained was a real good friend of mine, David Sample. And
is this boxing or MMA?
No, boxing. I mean, I came into MMA a lot later in my career. I've been training fighters for over 13 years now. So, but David Sample was my very first fighter that I trained, and I trained him to a world title fight. And I used to be me and him was real good friends, and I used to always be, that voice that he would hear, outside. I would say, do this, do that, and he would always listen to me. And so basically, and once my career wind down, I mean, I never thought that I would be training fighters either. It's kind of something that I kind of just fell into once again. Boxing gets in your blood, and but I mean, with me, because I was managing Floyd at the time, so of course, I mean, I never worried about doing anything else.
You mean your nephew?
Yeah, my nephew. I'm sure everybody would know when I say Floyd. I'm sure they know who I'm talking about.
Well, it's two Floyds. I know both of them. I met both of them, but
But I can't be managing Floyd. Floyd's way older than me. Yeah. So you understand what I'm saying? So it had to be Floyd Jr. Yeah. So
that's great.
So I was managing his career, and then
you did a pretty good job. Look where he's at today.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it wasn't that hard to do. You know what I mean? Be honest. The kid can fight. He
very smart.
He could fight. But the management side was just trying to make sure that he got with the right people, and he started out his career with Top Rank, in which he did real well with Top Rank. But the only thing with Top Rank, it was that conflict of Floyd was ready to blossom, faster than they wanted him to, because he was always on the undercards of Oscar De La Hoya, of course, who was the biggest name at that time. Mm-hmm. But Floyd was ready to surpass him. Floyd was anxious. He was really anxious and ready to try to make his mark. After about a year and a half, and he actually didn't end up winning the title. And after about a year and a half, but and then he, with the animosity toward, that situation of feeling like he was playing second fiddle to Oscar, then everything kind of just shut down, and and then he moved on. He moved on to where he was doing his own thing. He bought out the last part of his contract, and
wow, that was smart.
Yeah, I mean it definitely ended up being the right thing to do. Hindsight is 20/20 now, but he did the right thing, and so now he's in control of his own career. Of course, a lot of it is being guided by Al Heyman, of course, but but still he's in charge of his own career.
And he got a fight coming up very soon. He's gonna fight Berto. I know you pick your nephew, so do I, but this should be a good fight. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it should be a good fight. But just like every other fight, it's going to all end the same way. Everybody always come in there with a plan, but once they get in there with Floyd, they always say the exact same thing. I didn't know he could do this. I didn't know he can do that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I like Berto. Berto's a cool guy.
Sure is.
I like Berto, you know, and but at the end of the day, Berto's gonna be just like everybody else. He's gonna be a number. He's gonna be number 49.
Exactly. Most definitely. Now, what's the future for you, Jeff? I mean, you're going to be training these fighters and everything like that. You're going to try to manage them. What's the future for you?
No, I've already did the management thing.
Talking about for UFC fighters, things like that.
No, I'm stick to training.
Okay.
I don't like the management side. The management side can be kind of hectic and also can be kind of costly. I've been on both sides of the fence, so I think that you know, the training part for me is my ticket. You know, but no, I mean, I'm doing a whole lot of other things. I mean, I got eventually I'm gonna have my own sports apparel come out.
Wow, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Let me know about it.
Oh no, definitely. And then I'm doing a lot of traveling, doing you know, just guest appearances in different countries. You know, so I mean, I'm doing a whole lot. You know, and then I got some stuff going on with Africa, but I can't really talk about it too much.
Not yet.
No, not yet. But I got a lot of different things going on. I feel like, you know, the Black Ryan Seacrest, because I'm involved in so much, you know, in so many different things, and it's kind of like so many different things are just falling into my hands, and you know, I've been truly blessed. So life is good. I mean, last year about this time, you know, I was pretty much on my deathbed. You know, I had.
Oh, you were sick?
Yeah, I got really sick.
But what did you have? What happened?
You know, I drank an energy drink, and then I had like a mild heart attack. But it was
From the caffeine and stuff like that?
I don't know what it was from, but but I knew it came from the energy drink, and basically I was unconscious, and I don't know, it had to been, you know, God's will, because
Exactly.
I left my door open, and a good friend of mine came and rescued me and called the ambulance, and I was unconscious when they came. So, you know, and from there, you know, my mom, everybody.
I met your mom. How's she doing?
No, she's doing great.
Oh, very wonderful woman. Very wonderful woman. So you were sick, and so now that had a new perspective for you for life. And what changes have you done and thought about since you were sick?
Well, I mean, the one thing is that I realize that life is, you know, nothing is guaranteed, and life is precious. So, I don't know. For some reason, I started to, now when I travel, you know, I take advantage of the experience. I want to see the landmarks. I want to take pictures. I want to do all the things that a normal person, you know, would do. Because to me, it was just strictly business. I would go.
Come in and come out.
Yeah, I go and stay in my hotel, and basically that would be it, you know, and once the event was over with, I was gone. But it's totally different for me in that sense. And also now in life, my main objective is every day that I wake up is to, you know, put a smile on someone's face. You know, either by joking or doing something to make them laugh.
And smell the flowers, the roses along the road, right?
Definitely.
Oh, man, I'm glad to hear that. Well, Jeff, thank you for spending this time with Your Entertainment Ticket, me with Al McGee. And, you know, I've always been a big fan of yours, and I always try to get you in front of the camera for the last couple of years since we met. But I really appreciate this, man. I really do.
All right.
I really do, man.
Okay.
And we're here in rainy South Florida right now.
Yes.
Hey, and thank you for watching Your Entertainment Ticket with Al McGee and with my special guest, Jeff Mayweather, trainer, former boxer, uncle of Mayweather Jr. He got so many titles, so many things, but I gotta sign off.
Latest and greatest.